So Johannes, tell me, we're at Logistics Hub right now. What's been the growth in the ecosystem here in Hamburg?
So maybe I start on a different angle.
Yeah.
Maybe you know that both Hamburg-based soccer clubs, football clubs, they play in the second league. That being said, football is second league in Hamburg. Logistics is definitely Champions League.
Okay.
What hasn't been Champions League over the last years has been the startup ecosystem and the innovation ecosystem in logistics as such. That's why we started about 3 years ago to think about how can we create a place, how can we create an ecosystem where innovation within a very stubborn old industry gets rolling again. And yeah, we've seen some incredible growth. Last year, if you would have come here last year, we were here with 7 startups, now we're 42.
And who are the players in that league, if we're going to go on that football metaphor?
Yeah, that's a good one then. So the first team members are the startups. The second team members here are the corporates who have been around for many decades, sometimes over a century. The third pillar is science and research. We have cooperations with universities and research institutions in Hamburg. And the fourth pillar is the city itself, politics. We have the Senator for Economic Affairs, Transport and Innovation, who has his honorary seat here. So he sometimes
in the hub.
In the hub,
you're kidding.
He sometimes comes in and plays only 10 minutes to stay within the football picture. And those are the 4 pillars this whole thing rests on.
How do I get into the team as a startup?
As a startup, it's very simple. As long as you are active in some kind of logistical field, or you come from a technological angle and want to enter or see your first use case somehow in logistics, and if you're willing to pay 250 euros for a seat here at the hub.
Per month?
You're per month.
Okay.
You're part of the team. It depends how good you train and how many fruitful corporate contacts you can get. To give you an idea, over the last year we had over 40 joint projects between corporates and startups developing here. Some startups got more, others didn't get any. That always depends how active you are and how you really contribute to the ecosystem.
You guys play an active role in helping the startups, right?
We are, if wanted by startups and corporates, we consider ourselves as the trainer or the greenkeeper. The greenkeeper is maybe a better analogy, because we look for the playing field to be always nice, to be active, to have many events, and the training itself, the startups have to learn from and with each other. To give you an example, if there's a startup who has been talking to VCs for the last 6 months and he managed to get a funding round closed, the only thing we ask for is have a breakfast here, tell the other startups how you did it, but also tell the startups where you got a bloody nose. And that's something where this training together can really be of benefit. And we are a very personal and family-style run co-working space, but at the end of the day, be sure it's about survival of the fittest.
So this Digital Logistics Hub Hamburg, you guys have the Port Authority across the road, you have all the technical capabilities within the organization that you need, you have the government officials on board, so it's a platform for any startup to come in and scale from.
Yeah, exactly.
Fantastic.
And that's also important to keep in mind, the governmental officials, why do they scout here, why do they sit here? Because at the end of the day, we want all these innovations happening across the logistical value chain to stay in Hamburg, to really have a positive impact on the city and the economy of Hamburg.
Johannes,
cool.
Thank you so much.
Matt, great.
Cheers.